This video is for the Unit 1, Skill 14, formative key. So we learned in class the mean value theorem is the way that we connect algebra to calculus. So what we showed was that there is some point in which our derivative is equal to our average rate of change. And this occurs at least once. This occurs at least once on the open interval that we are given. So in the level 2, it's just a straightforward, can we do the problem? So we are given the function f of x equals natural log of x. We are given an interval from e to e squared. And so it wants to know what is that value of c, or specifically, what is that value that is going to make the calculus the same as the algebra. So at this point it becomes completely formulaic. We're going to set the derivative, which is 1 over x, equal to the average rate of change, which is going to be natural log of e squared minus natural log of e over e squared minus e. Well, the e's aren't given to you by accident. They are purposeful to make sure that you are connecting your exponent and logarithmic rules. Natural log of e squared is 2. Natural log of e is 1. E squared minus e, there's nothing I can do with. But again, my whole goal here is to solve for x, or solve for c in this particular case. So we're going to say f prime of c equals 1 over c equals 1 over e squared minus e. And if I solve this for c, I get c equals e squared minus e. Without a calculator, I am going to leave my answer in that form. Level 3 says, estimate the value of c that satisfies the mean value theorem, and sketch the tangent line to the curve at that point. So what do they mean by this? Let's see here. It's on the interval from -1 to 3. So it says estimate. So I know that's a key word like show, that I'm not actually going to find an answer, but instead I'm going to go through a process. So my mean value theorem states that the derivative, again, is equal to the slope. And in this particular case, I can find the slope. F of 3 is equal to -1. F of -1 is equal to 0, and then I have over 3 minus -1. So I now have a slope of -1/4. So what it's asking me to do is find where the slope is approximately equal to -1/4. So I'm going to go to those places where the slope is 0, 1, 2, 3, and I want it to be negative. So a -1/4 slope, probably right about here, right about there, and probably right about there. So the continuous and differentiable function, estimate the values of c. So I'm going to estimate those values. It appears that c equals -2.1. Looks like c equals -0.5. And it looks like c equals, I don't know, 1.2 in there. Said to estimate. Those look like pretty good estimations. And sketch the tangent line to the curve at that point or points. So that would be 1, 2, and 3. And while my drawings are not perfect, what the takeaway should be is I can see the parallel nature between all of them. Okay, lastly, the level 4 is going to be an application of this. So in this problem I have what? Geometric mean, 2 numbers is found by this. Mean value theorem. So, show that for f of x is this. Okay, here we go. So I know mean value theorem, I'm thinking f prime of c equals f of b minus f of a over b minus a. And let's see, my interval is from a to b. So I have 1 over b minus 1 over a over b minus a is going to be equal to the derivative. The derivative of f, well, this is the same as x to the negative first. So that derivative is going to become negative x to the negative second, or -1 over x squared. So I now have negative 1 over x squared equals, let me get a common denominator on the right. So the common denominator is a times b, then I have b minus a there, and now I notice something. I notice that this numerator's numerator and this denominator are the same. So now I have, oops, I made one mistake there. Sorry about that. This should have been a minus b. So that numerator and denominator are the same, except their signs are different. So I'm going to factor out the negative 1. So I get negative 1 over x squared equals negative b minus a over ab over b minus a. And those now cancel. So now I have the following. Negative 1 over x squared equals negative 1 over ab. So x squared equals ab. So x equals the square root of ab. And that, of course, is my c value. And I have now proven, show that that value of c is the square root of ab. Perfect, I got it. How do I know it's not the plus or minus? How do I know it's not the negative? Because my interval is from a to b. And I was told that a and b are both positive numbers there. So my answer is just the positive root ab as asked to show.